everybody.
Hello.
Which way should we start? Either way, we win, Emily.
Well, we get to listen to one of the fellas first, so that's nice. Unless they say start in the middle.
No, they're not going to do that.
I think I think I'm the designated starter here. Are we sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
For sure.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hopefully it's that easy for the rest of the night. That's great. Yes. Keep clapping. All right. My name is Justin. I'm sure we're all going to introduce ourselves as we go. Thanks so much for having us. It's been a long time since we've been able to play shows. It's such a nice feeling to be here holding a guitar in front of a microphone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And not be in a dingy basement with my bandmates all the time. That's good, too. I love that. But this is nice. Nice. All right, I guess I have to start. I'm going to start off with a song I wrote a few years ago called House of Cards. I'm working on a little solo project in Lewisburg at Broken Clock Studio. A little shout out to Travis Morrison. And this one's on the record. It's called House of Cards. Hope you enjoy it. There was a hurricane. Nobody heard a thing. They say the worst of things fall on your plate at once. 3 people drowned that day. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's how I figured out there was no one up above. We used a lifeboat as kindling. We had to let it go. We said our last goodbyes. Burn that old fucker down. Tumbling down, and the king got arrested, and he lost his queen. She ended up being somebody else's perfect dream. And the jack stayed a jack, true to hearts, and the 10 watched from afar as it all fell apart. And the 9 buried the hatchet with his old pal 8. And they both lied to 7 about the pearly gates. When 7 died, when 7 died, 6 became a cop, 5 became a thief. 6 fed 5 his doom on a cold Vancouver street. And 4 had lots of money, or so I've been told. And 3 was a coward with a heart of gold. And 2 was a man they said could never be bought or sold. And the ace, he always gets his man. Thanks so much.
What a way to kick off this show. We're so happy to be here. My name is Emily, and this is my sister Jennifer.
Collectively, we're Rosa.
Yeah, we recorded under the name Rosa, and we're really happy to be here. Awesome way to start the night.
We're stoked.
We're going to sing a song. Is this one Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, this song is called Silver.
Sun's been out all day. Ain't that the way it goes? Kinda like the way it looks in chains. Feeling old, no look, you're not amazed or impressed. So it's not the best. You were searching for gold. You were searching for gold. I would have settled for silver. I would have settled for silver. But you want gold. You hate the leaves and you hate the trees. You read books and I read magazines. You hate the car that we both drive. How hard do I have to try? This was the color of our old house for 4 years, as if you cared. That's why you were there when I picked it out. Couldn't help myself. I will not change or rearrange. I like the crooked things. You were searching for gold. You were searching for gold. I would have settled for silver. I would have settled for silver. But you want gold. Yeah, I would have settled for silver. I would have settled for silver. But you want gold. You want gold. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
That was written with an old bandmate of ours, Derek McLeod. So it was a, compile. Thank you.
Let's have her. My name is McKenna Jr. I had a show here a couple weeks ago. It was a great turnout. I'm really happy to be back here. Big thank you to CBMIC for having us and our sound man, Dwayne. I think we're supposed to do original songs and save our cover to the end. So I'm going to play you guys a few songs from my new record. It's called At the Edge of the World. And this song's called The Town. In the town I was born, there were church bells ringing. There were hymns worth singing from the soul's issue. And every rose has its thorn. There were good folks trying. Was a hope worth dying for down in old number 2. Maybe you'll find me someday where the fog meets the glacier bay, where I always have a familiar place to stay, in the town I was born. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. 'Cause you see the river ran dry on them dusty old coal mines. Ain't nothing left but the black flies down in old number 2. It seemed so pure in my youth. Bullfrogs and rubber boots. Oh, and the sugar bowl froze down at old number 2. Maybe you'll find me someday where the fog meets the glacier bay, where people talk in the most peculiar way, in the town I was born. Ooh, whoa. Thank you.
Who booked me with the beautiful, soulful, wonderful singers? That's not really right.
I think it's terrific.
This is a nice blend right now. I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
It's so awesome for me because I knew both of those songs and I was singing to myself up here. It was great. All right. Well, you're not getting soulful now. I'm sorry. It is what it is. The show's booked. Book it. This one is a tune I wrote for my band, Fire Valley Fire. If you haven't heard us, check us out on all the streaming stuff. Or do the cool thing and go buy a vinyl. Yeah, get yourself a record. Yeah, you can do that right here in Sydney at Atomic Records. Go and grab yourself a Fire Valley Fire record. Either album, doesn't matter, both. It's up to you. No, you can stream it. It's all good. I wrote this song about mental health. I live with depression. I live with anxiety. I have severe panic attacks at times. I like to bring it out and make light of it because we should. So, yeah, I wrote this about... I was in Alberta, my family was here, and I was really struggling with not being with them, and it was really putting me in a just an awful place. Started, drinking to try to combat that. Not a good idea. Shouldn't do that. Luckily, I have a great wife who understood and supported me. but it's about feeling like I was two people. I felt like I had to be a supporter and I had to be taking care of my family, and then I also felt like I just didn't want to do this anymore. And unfortunately for a lot of people, even when they have children, that's not always the thing. You know, some people just don't understand it, and they say things like, well, you know, do it for your kids. Well, it's not that easy. That's not how mental health works. Anyway, the song's called Setting Sun. I promise I won't bring the room down that bad every time. I don't write a lot of really, you know, happy tunes, but here it is. It's called Setting Sun. I'll be like, sorry. I want to be a part of you. I want to be a part of you. And then my conscience comes, warns me of your waters and the holy ones. You turn lonely ones and the eager ones. You turn meager ones, the strongest ones, to the weakest ones. Benefit me none. And I said, come and walk on to take my place, just like a setting sun. To be a part of you. I want to be a part of you. And then my conscience comes, warns me of your waters and your whips that crack. You get no money back. What you think about that? It's cold and damp, not like the frost on the top of the road ahead. For the angels and the devils and the whites and blacks, the kings and the queens and the diplomats, the pain in the Father when you took his soul, and the blood in our eyes when you stole her love. No one gets out of it. Now it's a bottomless pit. Can't even hide at the walls of Jericho. For reasons I see, the war is won. I walk on to take my place, just like a setting sun. Setting sun. Oh, I wanna fade like a setting sun. Oh, I wanna fade like a setting sun. For reasons I see, the war is won. I walk on to take my place, just like a setting sun. Just like a setting sun. Just like a setting sun.
To contrast that, we're going to do a very happy, high, gay, lovely, get lost in the forest kind of tune. And then it's up to you then it's up to you how it goes. This next song is called Horse Named Morris.
Somewhere along the way, in the very beginning, this was a bedtime story for children.
A cautionary tale, more so.
There's a sprinkle of entertainment for adults as well.
There once was a horse named Morris. He got drunk and wound up in the forest, and when they finally found him, he was surrounded by the ants from the mountain. They were drinking mushroom tea. They all went on a little journey. The caterpillar flies by. once was a horse named Boys. He never should have made that deal with the Hornets. Now he's on the run. He's on the run and he doesn't have a gun. And he's pieced off all the bees. Monkeys are howling in these trees. Chameleon bartender mixes his drink with an ostrich feather. Boys, you're way too high. If you don't come down one of these days, you're gonna die. You're gonna make your mother cry. 'Cause these are not magic trees. There's nothing at the top of these trees. There once was a horse named Boys. He never grew up, he never had a mortgage. He still lives with his mommy. His mommy, you know, never raised no dummy. And she always believed there was never nothing at the top of these trees. All but a world of hurt. This is my dream and this is your curse. Boys, you're way too high. If you don't come down one of these days, you're gonna die. You're gonna make your mother cry. 'Cause these are not magic trees. There's nothing at the top of these trees.
Thank you. This is so fun.
Guitar's on, mic's on. Yeah, so half of the fun about doing these types of things is when you totally know what you're going to play next and somebody plays what they play, and then you
it's in the
completely have
same
to change
key,
it. It's in the
and
same
you're like,
key, or it's the
"No,
same.
it's
I was going to play a song about a drunken horse in the forest, and I got to change it up now. And now I have to find the opposite of whatever that is. And so that was great, by the way. That would totally made me want to get lost in the woods. So I will play something else. This is called Pacific Northwest Bound. She's my darling, Pacific Northwest bound. She lives inside my mind. She's the one that tried to drown me, and I struggle to get my head above the waves. My darling, pull me under once again. I raise the topsail, Pacific Northwest bound. I'm on the brink again. Bottles all around me, cannons blazing, wind whips against my face. My darling, pull me under once again. Oh, there's something so beautiful. Oh, there's something so beautiful when you're lying next to me. Oh, copper sunrise, Pacific Northwest bound, I'm headed home again. Beneath the redwood crown with totems waving, eagles guide me in, but my darling pull me under once again. Oh, there's something so beautiful. Oh, something so beautiful when you're lying next to me. Oh, oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Come on here, yes. All right. I'm going to sing another song about Alberta. All the air sucked out of the room. And it's back to the depressing walk of Justin. It's okay. It's all right. We're together, though. And there's always love. So I am going to do another not happy one, though. This is called Willie Nelson. The words are self-explanatory. I'm just going to leave it at that, just so we don't do this again and cause this whole depressing talk. Let's stay friends.
We don't have very many more super happy songs to sing, so don't do it. We can't come back that. We're ready to sing a sad song next.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Mike,
Go ahead.
you?
Do it.
Okay. The rest of the night's going to be awful. Barely up to a bar at a hotel in the darkest corner of town. I use whiskey to fight my war on cocaine. I know soon they'll be kicking me out. And I got the jukebox lined with Willie's divine voice, and we're singing so proud. And Willie and me, we start drinking for three. It's me and Willie in sorrow now. Outside the town of Hazar, I live in an 85 Cutlass Supreme. And I fight the demons inside me with Bible stories Mama told to me. And when that slowly fails, my new hammer and nails, Willie and whiskey are found. And Willie and me, we start drinking for three. It's me and Willie in sorrow now. And when that slowly fails, my new hammer and nails, Willie and whiskey are found. And Willie and me, we start drinking for three. It's me and Willie in sorrow now. It's me and Willie in sorrow now. It's me and Willie in sorrow now. Thanks so much.
I felt.
When you said
I felt some church.
that had so much soul, Justin. I don't know what you're talking about. That was so soulful. That was
This is
beautiful.
amazing.
Saving that is
Yeah.
He was
you set that up.
He was
I like
tricking
it.
us.
Set us up. We believed him.
He set us up. That was so soulful and beautiful. I'm just dropping the tuning here. We're going to sing it was our first release off of our album that we recorded with Jamie Folds over at Sound Park Studios. We loved working with him, and making this project was so cool. We learned so much. This one here.
This song.
Thank you, sis.
Sorry, I'm just going to start talking.
Please.
When I went to Nashville, Gordy and Helen were awesome enough to let me stay there until Emily drove her old jalopy Jetta down from here.
That car was so good to
with
me.
with the bumper duct taped up. Anyway, I was eavesdropping on him and Hillary writing, and this was, you're going to have to play a song a million times before it's sung. So I heard it a million times, and I loved it. So when we got the chance to record our own CD, I said, I want to put that song on the CD. And Jamie said, well, you can't just do that. You have to ask people. And so, duh. So I was like, hey, Gord, can I, record this song? He was like, yeah, sure, man. I was like, you're the best. Anyway, on the East Coast Countdown, when we finally did release the CD, which was a very long time ago, the East Coast Countdown, it went to #1 the weekend of the ECMAs in PEI. I know, it was a big deal. Anyway, this was the song. A great song. I wish I could take credit for it, but anyway, it's called I Don't Even Know You.
Think about forgiveness. What is real? Think about heaven on an infinite scale. Think about religion, all the crazy politicians, but most of all, I think about you. Think about making changes, picking up and moving on. All my second chances, even though they might be gone. Think about how I've been living, good and bad things I've been given, but most of all, I think about you. It comes rushing in like a railway train. I am stuck behind this window, can't go and I can't stay. It's my favorite line, such a beautiful shame. Oh, I don't even know you. No, I don't even know you. Dream about kings and queens, building castles in the sand. Everything I ever wanted in the palm of my hand's falling. Bust a bowl your dishes, take a roll from rags to riches, but most of all I dream about you. It comes rushing in like a railway train. I am stuck behind this window, can't go and I can't stay. It's my favorite like a railway train. I am stuck behind this window. Can't go and I can't stay. It's my favorite line. Such a beautiful shame. Oh, I don't even know you. No, I don't even know you. No, I don't even know you.
Thank you. Since it's not actually our tune that we wrote, I can say, wasn't that awesome? Good tune. Thanks, Gordo.
We back? Yeah, I had to change my song again. It was too similar. That's okay. I keep a little list.
Yes.
And mix it up. I'm going to play you guys a song
With
from...
happy faces and frowns.
That's it, with Happy
Yeah.
Face in front. Actually, that is what I have here. No. It's in the key of Happy Face.
Yeah.
And the song is called The Wake. On the day of the wake, I just wanted to stay in my bed. Sometimes you do. And I struggle to think as I crawled to the sink for a much needed drink, maybe two. And the music played low as my pockets exploded with change as I emptied my drawers. Oh, and the telephone rang. Your voice sounded strange. I picked up my pants off the floor. It's the only way I know to say goodbye. Oh, it's the only way I know, only way I know. Well, I later regret my last smokes got all wet. Put my hand up your dress to keep warm. And the park bench was dry, and our phones long died. My tickets left crumbled and torn. And we both caught a whiff, someone smoking a spliff as it started to drift down the line. Oh, and I waited so long, I guess my watch was wrong, and we missed the last bus for a while. It's the only way I know to say goodbye. It's the only way I know, only way I know. Well, distances grow, but you never pick up the phone. We just text off in days to reply. And it's been far too long, and I wrote you this song. Just admit that we still had good times. only way I know to say goodbye. Oh, it's the only way I know, only way I know.
Hey, that was amazing.
That was
Beautiful
so
song.
good, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of in a little thing. I'm enjoying the show here. Maybe I should just get over there. Join you guys. I'm going to play a song I wrote about my guitar. I'll try to make this quick. I like to gab a little bit when I'm not with the band because I don't feel like I'm representing like a group of people. I can speak for myself and feel comfortable. I'm making this longer, ain't I? Okay, so wrote this song about my guitar. I actually didn't like anyone in the music industry. None of them. For a really long time, out of pure jealousy. Honestly, I was a kid who was struggling and couldn't live with the fact that I was a coward at the time. I'd like to think it wasn't totally my fault, but I mean, but I realized quickly that that was a really silly way to think as I got older. Yeah, this song's just about realizing that I was wrong, and as long as I stayed on the right course, I guess I wouldn't feel that way.
Let's hear it. Come on.
Whatever. I guess so. Something like that. Anyway, I don't really know what to do. But yeah, okay. Here it is. It's called My Old Friend. I've been using my body like a boat. If you abuse it too long, it eventually goes. Damage to my stern, stains on my deck. The wheel barely turns and my sails are rotting. My heart bangs like the engine of a car. I'm getting tired of that old... I screwed up the whole song. I'm gonna go from there. Don't tell me that. Okay. My heart bangs like the engine of a car. That old 81 Citation still gets me pretty far. It could use a new fuel pump, be cleaned out, tuned up. Although she is an eyesore, she still keeps moving on. It's happening again. My mind plays like a never-ending song. I'm getting tired of that old melody, but I'm forced to listen on. Screaming loud solos and big heavy drum rolls. That same old singer telling me, give up, it's time to move on. Hey, man, give up, it's time to move on. Hey, man, not while I'm still
still holding on to my old friend. Hey man, give up, it's time to move on. Hey man, not while I'm still holding on to my old friend.
I thought that was excellent.
I think everything both of you
Yeah,
are doing
really.
is so excellent. I'm so thrilled to be between you two fellas tonight, and you two
Good job,
sis.
Rob.
We're happy to
Thank
be
you
here.
for booking us
Yeah.
with awesome people.
Justin, that song was beautiful.
The next song that we're going to do, I wrote loosely on a real thing. It was a friend of mine, and they, just told me vaguely what happened, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I just filled in the blanks as if I was actually in that story. So anyway, it's called On the Floor.
It's very important that I'm in tune, or this won't sound good.
And my dad will be somewhere clawing his eyes out. So we have to be in tune. It's a must.
Thanks to Murray, our father. He made us appreciate an instrument in tune. We tune because we care. That is a common saying, and it's so true. Hey, Dwayne, could I have a little more acoustic in the monitor? Just a little. That's awesome. Thank you.
We had a problem, so did they. We thought some time apart was all it'd take. You knew I loved you and I knew it too. I had decided not to live so blue. It was December when you left. Our friends said take some time, he'll get back again. I didn't know that time would take you from me for good, for life that day. No more tears, no more pain, no more waking up to see your face again. Tell my heart, tell my soul to let you go. Your sister called to tell me the news. I fell on the floor. What else could I do? was you for me for life that day. No more tears, no more pain, no more waking up to see your face again. Tell my heart, tell my soul to let you go. Did we need that time apart? Should I have let you go? Would things turn out the same? Would I still be here on the floor? On the floor, on the floor, on the floor, on the trying to let you go. Thanks.
I think we have one more song. I think it ends with myself before we take a quick break and we come back in a little bit.
I was hoping for a pee break, and here it comes.
It's coming. It's on its way. Let her go first before you guys all rush to the bathroom, by the way. She's performing tonight, you know.
That last note almost put me over the top. No,
It's
I'm kidding.
powerful. It was
Keep
great.
going.
You know? Honestly, this is one of the things about this for us that is really cool is that sometimes when you hear an artist for the first time, hearing them in this context, sitting next to them is really powerful. It's really different from being out there, and I can definitely say that because I've been to lots of concerts on that side, but this side, sitting next to somebody, is amazing. And that was a great song, by the way.
Thank you.
Justin and I haven't played together. I don't know if you remember. Oh, I do. Yeah, okay, good. Good man yourself. This is one of my first gigs ever. Was here maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And it was myself and Justin and one other guy. Well, do you remember the other? Yes. And it was a lot noisier in here than it is tonight, for sure. So, oh yeah, very well known, you know. But CBMIC's done a great job of putting on these really cool concerts. We want to say a big thank you to them, so give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Means a lot to us. Man, the hockey game's not even playing in the back. It's awesome, you know? As much as I want to see, you know? But I got one last tune before we take a quick break. Guitar on here, do we? That was me. That was my fault. Yeah. Like, Dwayne? Don't put it on him or anything. This song's called Pale White Moon. She just wanted to walk in the highlands, 'cause it's the prettiest sight on the island. Maybe it's true they say the summit feels like you're flying. She didn't tell no one she was going. Late October, it was hardly snowing. The orange leaves, they say, roll right down to the ocean. No, I didn't understand, but I sure do now. Just trying to get away from it all somehow. When you look up in the sky at the pale white moon, oh, I didn't understand until I went there too. It was over her shoulder, she heard it. Yellow eyes on the path made her nervous, and they followed her, and I know that she didn't deserve it. She just wanted to walk in the mountains. She just wanted to feel the surroundings. What a sin, they say. She was still alive when they found her. No, I didn't understand, but I sure do now. Oh, just trying to get away from it all somehow. When you look up in the sky at the pale white moon, oh, I didn't understand till I went there too. No, I didn't understand until I went there too. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back in a short break. Make sure to let her have the bathroom. And don't be afraid to come up and chat. We'd love to chat with you guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the CBMIC Music Island Songwriters Series. If you're watching online, thanks for being online. And of course, we'd like to say a big thanks to Governor's Pub and Eatery, all the management and staff for having us and allowing us to use their venue for this amazing event. And of course, our songwriters tonight are McKenna Jr., Jenn and Emily Dingwall, or Rosa, as you may know them by, and of course, Justin Vallis. And we'll be a 10-minute break, and we'll be back. Please join us again for the second set. Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of the CBMIC Music Island Songwriters Series, hosted by Governor's Pub and Eatery. And I just want to say a quick thank you to our presenting sponsor, Seaside Communications, who've been wonderful. Come on board to help this great cause. And of course, we have many other sponsors, and they're scrolling through the live stream. You can see them, and I also want to send out a great appreciation to all those sponsors who have made this series possible. This is night number 3 of this series. So we're now 9 performers in, and it's wonderful. And the sponsorship has been incredibly important because it's allowed every musician that's performed in this series so far, and every musician that will perform in this 5-week series, to get paid an equal and fair wage for their performances, which is right now under COVID-19 is a real blessing. So as the Music Association for Cape Breton Island, CBMIC is very pleased to be able to coordinate with some wonderful partners and people in the community to make an event like this happen. So we're very grateful for that. And if you're out in the virtual world there, we thank you very much for joining in and watching online, and please share your comments. I hope it's sounding okay. We're in week 3 now. We've ironed out some hurdles and technical hurdles, some video issues and sound issues, and I think tonight we're at the upper echelon of the live streaming that we've done so far. And I may have spoke too soon, as I got a few boos from the tech gal here, but anyway, it's all good. Also, may I say thank you to the audience at Governor's tonight, because as we are doing a songwriter show, it's wonderful to have performers perform in front of an audience who are engaged and appreciate the music and are actually listening. So thank you very much to the live audience as well. And of course, I will do a quick shout out right now to our songwriters and performers for this evening. Of course, Mr. McKenna Jr. to the left of the screen. We have Jenn and Emily Dingwall, also known as Rosa, in the center. And on the far right, Mr. Justin Vallis from Fire Valley Fire, showing his solo music. Very pleased to have all the performers here. They're all wonderful people, and we're fans of them all, and we're really pleased that they're part of the series. So I won't hold us up any longer. We're going to go right back to some great tunes. In this last set, we will hear 3 more original songs from each of the performers, and then when we get to the final song of the evening, part of the songwriting series, and keeping in the tradition of songwriting and paying homage to Cape Breton songwriters, each of the artists tonight will do a personal cover of another Cape Breton artist that they admire or have been inspired by in some way. So look forward to that. So without further ado, let's get back to Justin Vallis and the Cape Breton Music Island Singer-Songwriter Series.
Hey everyone. I just want to echo Dwayne a little bit and say how wonderful it is to have such a tentative audience. It's such a nice feeling. Thanks so much. Being in a rock band in Cape Breton, you know, there's not a lot of venues to play. There's not a lot of people who really want to hear it. But we still do it. We love it so much. And people always, not always, that's not fair. People sometimes ask if I write all the music or who's behind, what's happening behind the scenes here. No, we all write the songs. But I'm gonna play something really new tonight, just to give an example of how we do it in this band. I'll usually take in a skeleton of a song, and then Dan and Morgan and Mike turn it into what it is. So this is exactly what I said it is. It's a skeleton of a song. There's not a lot of meat to it yet. I'm gonna try it out. I probably played it 2 times. When I never play my songs. I don't write to play solo. I usually write them and hope it goes into the band. So I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna try it out. All right.
The room started shaking and the walls started breaking. If you're fired, then what kerosene? The cops, when it was over, chased us around the corner and busted us for being obscene. Oh, pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town. Pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town. Oh, lying on the drip, counting on my chips, started talking to the girl of my dreams. There's many a slip, twist, a couple of lip. Never trust a limousine. No, pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town. Pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town. Pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town. Pardon my expression, but the city ain't no match for a town.
Thank you so much.
If that was your second time playing that song, or third, or 10th, or 20th even, that was awesome. What a treat to be a part of your brain here, because you said it yourself. You handed off to the band before you really sing it yourself, so that was a treat to be a part of that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was good.
Thanks for doing that.
And we're going to see your rocky rockness with some country but country. This next song we wrote, I don't know if you know Davenant, but Davenant Doyle, well, I know you do, Deb. Anyway, she's an awesome girl, person, first and foremost. But we had a couple of tequilas, the 3 of us.
It was the end of the night.
And
it
then
was
we
the
came
morning.
home to an apartment that didn't have television or furniture. So we just sat up on the kitchen counters and we made this up. And it went from start to finish, all in one shot. Anyway.
Sometimes that's a country song.
My dad really likes it because it's super duper country and that's what we grew up on. So anyway, here it is. I
They say you moved on with a child, maybe two. Why the hell am I still thinking of you? My heart went to sleep since the day you left and said you were going for hell. Now I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, though I never believed it myself. They say with the memories spoken out loud, all the pictures still hang on the wall. I knew by the memories spoken out loud, oh, but I don't know if you sleep at home. Oh, my heart's been to sleep since the day you left and said you were going for help. But I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. I never believed myself. But I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. Though I never believed in myself.
Thank you.
It's been a while since we've done that one. Thank you.
I was going to say, if Davin had heard some of the lyrics I threw in there, would she be surprised?
And maybe surprised.
I'm going to play you guys the title track from my new record. I have a new album that I put out during the pandemic. I thought about putting this off and postponing it, but I kind of thought that people need music right now, and I put it out anyway, and I'm glad that we have shows here again, and I think it was the right decision. So I do have albums, I do have CDs here for sale. I'm not sure if you guys have some stuff for sale as well, but now's the time to pitch it. So all the artists here have some merch. Definitely support them. I'm sure they'd love to sell you something or even just chat with you. So this is the title track from my new album. It's called At the Edge of the World. Near the top of the hill, there's a warning light, and it cuts like a sword in the deepest night. And for a fleeting glimpse, you're a fool if you go on the blackest part of a cobalt stone. You know it burns so bright when you're close to the sun. If it melts your wings and my work's begun, and I can't bear to see another wasted life quickly snatched from the earth. Mama, hold me tight. At the edge of the world, where the seabirds sing, so many people come to spread their wings. And every soul I find, there were untold more, must have sunk to the bottom of the ocean floor. 'Cause you know it burns so bright when you're close to the sun. If it melts your wings and my work's begun, and I can't bear to see another wasted life quickly snatched from the earth. Mom, hold me tight. Ooh, whoa. Near the top of the hill, there's a warning light, and it cuts like a sword in the deepest night. Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. I'm just gonna sit here and swoon over here. Awesome, gorgeous. All right, what should I do? Okay, I was. Oh God, I'm gonna say Alberta again. I was in Alberta one night. I met my wife. I met my wife at a bar. That was my bar, though. She was more important. One night I was in this bar. We lived in this town in Alberta, and a police officer came in. I didn't know that at the time, of course. He was off duty. He was having a great time, or what it seemed like, and it turned into a nightmare. He got obliterated and was clearly in maybe distress. He needed someone to talk to. So we all kind of gathered around this gentleman, and he had got called to a crime scene, and it turned out the person at the crime scene was someone he knew from way back when. And so he had, it affected him to another level. So we all sat around and talked and made sure he got home safe. But I took that experience and his story, not exactly. I just took the idea of what that must be like for law enforcement sometimes to walk into the situations they walk into. And I wrote this song called The Murdered Jane. Jane for years, we used to hang out
smoke out in back of the school. When I knew Jane, she smiled like a diamond. Straight shoe, don't play by the rules. No, things change. Oh, things. No, things change. Oh, things. Over path south of the 540 Wild Rose County line, dispatch sends out request for an officer. I take the call and make double time. And on my way down the path, and all I see are bloody leaves. And at the end of the path, Lord God have mercy on me. And the sun was shining, and it was a hot day for the fall. The man had discovered a body, couldn't talk, don't know how he called. And I went into shock, heart pumping, mind racing, as I made for the car. And I got on the radio to announce the murder of Jane. All things change. Oh, things. No, things change. I don't know the murder of Jane.
That was so good. I bet you'd make a great rock singer.
I think I held my breath that entire song, so I'm just catching it. What a story. Awesome, Justin. We have a song, another song from our CD that we recorded a long while back now. It's called Two Birds. You know the saying, you killed two birds with one stone. You could sit that on top of a lot of scenarios.
Sit it on top of this one.
It's important they're in tune.
Tuning because she cares.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes she says, say something while I'm tuning, and sometimes she says, don't say it. Don't say anything.
It depends
while
if
I'm
she
tuning.
tries to tell a joke or not. If she's going to tell a story,
My
that's
jokes
cool.
are awful. I've heard more silence than people should hear.
All right, all right.
All right, two birds.
We were spared. The jokes, I mean.
I'm back where I belong because of you. I found my way back home. You killed two birds with one stone, and you killed two birds with one stone, and you got great aim, and you got good timing. You killed two birds with one stone. one stone. You killed two birds with one stone, and you killed two birds with one stone, and you got great aim, and you got good timing. You killed two birds with one stone. There's only one life to live. 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 You killed two birds with one stone.
Thank you. I was on the happy, sad scale, so
That's pretty happy. I
just
think
pick
that's
one
cool.
of yours that's like
Well-
the straight face.
Well, I received a request partway through the set, and I feel like it's like dropping your toast and it lands peanut butter side down every time. Is that it's always a song that I haven't really played in a long time.
Yeah.
And so this is my chance to forget the words. We have two more songs. I have two more songs left, so I can catch myself and redeem myself.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
this
do
completely
it.
blows up, shut the mic off there. You guys can't see that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give this a shot. This card called "Hard to Say." I was stuck in a corner with myself. The doors are closed behind my head. Sat in my apartment getting well. Hard to say, but it was awful timing. Now you're on my mind, only when the sun is shining. Now you're on my mind. See, I don't even remember the chorus. There it is. Now you're on my mind, only when the sun is shining. Now you're on my mind. Oh, oh, oh. Should have kept you when I could. I was young and a little bit foolish. Didn't love you like I should. Hard to say, but it was awful timing. Now you're on my mind, only when the sun is shining. Now you're on my mind. Oh, oh, oh. My temper got the most. I understand why we didn't always see eye to eye. Your elegance I spoke to was the way you live your life. Someday I might. Now you're a martyr for my cause. Wish you could see it from my eyes. I shouldn't complain about my loss. Hard to say, but it was awful timing. Now you're on my mind, only when the sun is shining. Now you're on my mind. Oh, 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 oh. Made it through.
Requested that one too. That was awesome. Is it Cape Breton cover time, or do we still have another one? One more? Awesome. Okay. Again, I don't know my own songs. I'm gonna go for it. I feel a lot better that you. I think you did that on purpose. You did that. You did that because you're a nice guy, and I appreciate it. I do. This is a song I wrote. This song was probably the first attempt at a serious song. I've been writing songs for a long time as a kid, and they were all kind of like power chordy pop rock songs when I was a kid. And I thought, I want to write something that means something. And I read John Lennon quotes all the time, and he actually bashes Paul McCartney a lot later on in their career and says, like, nah, Paul, whatever, he didn't write anything from the heart or that meant anything. It was all wishy-washy bullshit. I don't agree with that, but I took that advice. I thought, wow, maybe I should open up about my own life a little bit, and so that's what I did. But religion, I have a very religious mom, and I am not so much. But that's okay. I never, I don't think a day went by that I ever thought bad about religion. I still think it's beautiful. I actually want it. Geez, if that fell on my lap someday and I got to feel that feeling that I've seen people feel, wow, wonderful. Nothing against it, but I sure was a little angry at the people telling me that I wasn't any good because I didn't believe at the time, and I was a kid when I wrote the song, but I still think it holds a little weight when we think about inclusiveness. We're living in weird times, and we see it all the time, and it's shoved in our faces all the time because it's real. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be there all the time. So I guess the song really is about inclusiveness and maybe fighting back a little bit, and that's okay. And yeah, I'll shut up. Here we go. I'm probably going to forget it.
If there's a God, what's his religion? Can't he bear down his bloody sword? If there's a choice to make, that's your decision. It should be yours and only yours. It's not fair to shove it down my throat like a placebo. Some of them try to tell me that the world is not divine. Should I burn them at the stake, or should they make me pay a fine so I can repent? Confess, now I see the ways of your success. Numbers, oh, you got 'em. But why are your hearts so rotten? I'm on the wrong side because your side is a one-sided view, but in my mind it's played with uncertainty, paved with contradiction. It's a one-sided view of a war-causing vision. And if there's a God, what's his religion? Can't he bear down his bloody sword? If there's a choice to make, that's your decision. It should be yours and only yours. It's not fair to shove it down my throat like a placebo. everywhere. All the truth is everywhere. Oh, my love is everywhere.
Okay, we're just going to pause for a second here. We have to do a restart on the stream. Suddenly just kicked out. Talk amongst yourselves. I think it must have been Justin's loud scream there that knocked us out offline. All right, we're going to count to 10 here, and we're back on.
Thanks, guys. The next song that we're going to do is called Pinocchio. Our dad worked over in Italy for a stint, and Emily and I were lucky enough to go over and stay with him for a bit.
How long of a stint? This long or this long of a stint?
Stop it. You were there for this long of a stint, and I was there for that long of a stint. Any case, the island that my dad had work on was called Sardinia, and it was an island just below Corsica and just across from Rome. And they told me that that's where Geppetto was from the Pinocchio story. Yeah, that's where Pinocchio was from. And I also found out that liar in Italian is Pinocchio. So, onward.
We can piece it together from here.
Yeah, we were like, oh my God.
Start again.
Walter's in the backyard whittling out Pinocchio. Hardest part is his nose. He's telling lies to watch it grow. And there's a little Pinocchio in everyone. Haven't had to have fun. Others are looking out for number one. If you can't hear us, then you won't find us. If you can't find us, then you won't hear us. Baby, we're between the lines. Walter's in the backyard whittling out Pinocchio. Hardest hardest part is his nose. Now he's spreading lies to watch it grow. And it grows and grows and grows and grows. It goes on and on and on and on. And it grows and grows and grows and grows. It goes on and on and on. And it grows and it grows and grows and it grows and grows and it grows. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Walter's in the backyard, whittling out Pinocchio.
Thank you.
There was a bit of a difference. We didn't forget words in the
We
middle of
just
saying
skipped
them.
2
We
verses.
just skipped them.
Stop it, Emily.
It was
They
about-
wouldn't know if we didn't say.
I had to say it. This is where we're amongst people here.
Yeah, if you feel like there was like a drop off, there was.
That's not true.
Or maybe it was just a lie. Over to Mike, please.
I think this is the last original song before we get to the Cape Breton stuff. So, so I'm going to play you guys a song from my new record. This is a song that I wrote in the studio. I recorded my new album at a friend of mine's place just outside Montreal. It was a big, beautiful log home, and they had all kinds of cool, weird rooms in there. And my friend's dad is a fiddle tune writer, so he had a little fiddle shop, and that's where I stayed, and it has a little loft bed in there.
Nice.
Really cool little place, full of fiddles on the walls. Nice phone ringtone, by the way. I don't know who that was, but yeah, this is a song I wrote while I was in the little fiddle shop. It was pretty inspiring, and it's before COVID-19 happened, and everybody found themselves isolating. It was long before that. It was probably at least 6 months before that started. But this is a song about isolating and finding some time in solitude, and this is called High Ground. Somewhere in the backwoods, I found a quiet place, hidden in the tall trees, looking on a glassy lake, and I can feel the rain coming down in my bones. Colors of the night changing, still got a long way to go. Oh, lightning strikes on the highest ground, thunder rolls, can you hear the rumbling sound? Oh, lightning strikes highest ground, thunder rolls, can you hear the rumbling sound? Time stands still, I don't mind, I just wanna sit right here beneath the living sky. I just wanna sit right here beneath the living sky. I just wanna sit right here beneath the living sky.
Great song.
Thank you very much.
Great song. Great song.
All right, this is my last run. I just want to say thank you so much. It feels so good, not just to play songs, but to sit by other musicians and to hear great music, and just to feel it up here, because I have all night. So thank you so much.
Ditto. Ditto.
Thanks everyone again for being so you know, to sit there and listen to songs. You don't get it a lot in bars, and it's really nice. So thank you again. Thanks to the sponsors, and thank you, CBMIC and Rob, for booking this show. Thank you. The first concert I ever saw, I was 9 years old, and I think I was 9 or 10. I think it was around 1990, and I saw Rita McNeil at Center 200. I'm not going to sing Rita McNeil. I actually love Rita McNeil. She's amazing. I went to that concert as a little kid, and as a little kid, you go there and you're like, oh my God, I have to go to Rita McNeil, because you're a kid and you just don't know, right? You don't know that. But I can tell you this for certain. It was the first time I ever got a chill. I didn't even know what it was. I just remember it. I remember being with my friend Charles and his mom. Her name was Jeanette. She was wearing a Rolling Stones shirt, and she had the collar up with sunglasses on, like we were super embarrassed. Like we were like, oh my God. Like we were 9, and I didn't want to go to the concert. I didn't want anything to do with the concert. We were forced. We were little kids, and when I got there, I felt something really cool, to which I didn't know what to do with it. I just like, oh, that I'm not going to tell anybody that. You know. Yeah. You know?
Yes.
Age, you get older, right? But yeah, it was magical, and through the years. How lucky are we to grow up in Cape Breton and be around so much great talent. My God, we could go on forever, really. Yeah. You know, just the Rankins alone. I think we can all just sit here and sing Rankin song all night. But so lucky to have that right in your backyard, so close, means so much. But I'll get to my song. I'm sorry. A little bit longer, this story. I play in a band now. I already did the cheap pop tonight, Fire Valley Fire. You can buy it at Atomic Records, the vinyl, either album. In that band, I am so lucky I get to play with some of the finest musicians and people that I ever met. I'm playing with, 2/3 of Rock Ranger. I mean, that's super lucky for me. And Morgan Curry, who's what band hasn't he been in? Tom Ford Orchestra for sure. We all know it's an amazing spot to be. I didn't grow up like those folks and play in bands when I was 14 and 15 years old. I was dealing with other things, and I wish I could go back and take that back and not be afraid of everything like I was. But it's a great feeling to be with those guys. Getting to the song, Mike Morrison is the drummer in our band, and he's been around for so long and playing in amazing bands. And Sunfish was one of those bands. I remember I grew up in rural Cape Breton, so it was all about sitting in the woods with your friends and sneaking beer and playing guitar and learning how to play from your friends. And it was about the Tragically Hip, and it was about Sunfish and Blind Melon and these, I call them rural bands, rural rock bands, CCR, those bands that you sit by a fire with your friends, and it just means something. No matter what, you leave there, everyone sang along with every word. But Sunfish was one of those bands for me. Fast forward till I'm almost a 40-year-old man, and I'm playing with Mike Morrison, who I idolized that band as a kid in the woods with my guitar, and now I get to sit with Mike all the time. I don't tell him this shit. You're better than yesterday, and I swear someday you'll say the same things that I say, the same things that I say, the same things that I. And the truth burns when it's in your bones. It's bleeding out of harmony. It's some kind of melody like a lullaby. When the smoke gets in your eyes, it burns when it's in your eyes. It burns when it's in your eyes. Sometimes, should I say a little lately, I find it so hard to see, but finally the only other means of information is the faith that I can believe. It's a faith that I can believe. It's a faith that I can believe.
Oh, 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 but now I gotta go, and I wanna sing some more. Oh, you're looking for some time, trying to find some peace of mind when we're walking down the line. These days.
Awesome, Justin. That was a nice, a blast from the past. I like that you call it a rural rock because I get it. I see what you're saying.
I get it.
We have one more song of the Cape Breton content. I'm going to slide into a different tuning here. Jenny, do you want to say a
that's
bit
okay.
about it?
We were a little bit torn because, again, don't tell Gordy, but we like his stuff.
He doesn't need to know.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
If he puts his mind to it, he could be something someday.
And he's an okay guy, too, I suppose. Eh? We all get along.
Anyway, the song that we chose is one of my favorite Gordy tunes. It's called Hanging by a Wire. It's kind of an old one, but it is delightful. I love it. Anyway, you ready to do it?
Something about you looks different now. I can tell you figure out. You hung your head like a queen of the world first. Oh, pretty lady, tell me where it hurts. I can't help you, you never say a word. You just hung your head like a queen of the universe. It's a curse, it's a shame. Everybody knows your name, but not what you're made of. I don't want you to change, but the world outside your frame ain't all it's cracked up to be. Tell me, what do you see when you're looking at me? What's on your mind? What's going on inside your head? I say something she never said. I'm hanging by a wire, I'm hanging by a thread. I can help you, never said a word. I can't help you, you never say a word. Just hung your head like a queen of the universe. It's a curse, it's a shame. Everybody knows your name, but not what you're made of. I don't want you to change, 'cause the world outside your frame ain't all it's cracked up to be. Tell me, what do you see when you're looking at me? I don't want to steal you away, steal you away. I don't want to steal you away, steal you away. It's a curse, it's a shame. Everybody knows your name, but not what you made of. I don't want you to change, 'cause the world outside your frame ain't all it's cracked up to be. Tell me, what do you see when you're looking at?
Thanks.
It's hard to play a Gordy tune. There's no one like him. But thank you.
You know what? I'll tell you a little something about that bugger. He can sing so low that you need to transpose it, but then he sings so high that it screws you on the
Can't
end.
reach it.
Yeah. Any case, just a little.
He's
tidbit.
out to get us
Just a
all.
little tidbit if you're planning on covering that bugger. Hit her.
Hit it up.
Hit it up.
I keep looking over this beautiful guitar. This amazing guitar. This is a Stonebridge, right?
Beautiful. I love
That's
it.
one of the things you
It's
find
new-
yourself doing when you're watching
Yes,
someone else
I
play.
find myself as well. It's new to me. It's used. I believe it came from Mr. Fred Lavery of Sound Park Studios. But it's
Sure.
brand new to me, and I love it. It's my baby.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sounds so good. And telling you that reminds me, like, as soon as it was halfway out of my mouth, I remember the story. It was this famous violinist, and he was playing at Carnegie Hall. And afterwards, somebody came up to him, and after a show, and everybody wanted to talk to him, and somebody said, "Wow, like I just can't believe the sound that comes out of this thing." And he looked back at them, and he's like, "It's funny, I don't hear it now." And so it's one thing to compliment their instrument, but of course it comes from you, and comes from your fingers, and it comes from your knowledge. So I didn't want that to be an underhanded compliment. That was a beautiful song on the guitar too. I was following that the whole time. So
Thank you. You can thank
it's
Gordy.
not just the Stonebridge, is what I'm trying to say. basically.
You can thank Gordy for the last one.
Yeah, and we'll thank Gordy too. We'll give a shout out to Gordy because we're on camera.
Thanks
right
a lot,
now.
Mike.
No problem. And Justin gave an intro a couple minutes ago, and he was talking about Rita McNeil, and that's exactly what I'm going to play tonight. Because I did a Rita McNeil song on my new record, and when you were saying that, I was just like, maybe I should change it. Oh, God. And then I'm like, maybe I'll do the Rankins. Like, and then the Rankins, I'm like, oh, God. I'm like wiping my mind. Like, I can't sing that one either. Oh, shit. You know, like, who do I know? So I didn't want to be stuck singing myself or something corny like that. So I'm going to sing you guys the song that I recorded for my new record. This is Working Man. At the age of 16 years, oh, he quarrels with his peers. And bound he never seen another one. In the darkest depths of the mines, where you age before your time. And the cold dust lying heavy on your lungs. And it's a working man I am, and I live down underground. And I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, or for any length of time, I can hold it in my mind. Oh, I never again will go down underground. Never again will go down underground. And at the age of 64, oh, he'll greet you at the door, and he'll gently lead you by the hand. In the darkest depths of the mind, oh, he'll walk you back in time, tell you of the hardships that were had. 'Cause it's a working man I am, and I live live down underground. And I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, or for any length of time, I can hold it in my mind. Oh, I never again will go down underground. Oh, no, I never again will go down underground. Thank you very much. Should we do one more together or something? Or you're like, no.
Sure. I'm not sure what goes on online, but I figure we can do whatever we want.
We can't end on that.
offline.
It's too sad, I think, right? Yeah.
That was a nice version.
That was so great.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice version.
nice.
I can't wait to hear it again.
Thank you.
Play it again.
It's a song, right? It's called Working Man.
So where are we now? At the end?
I think we're thankful to
We're
be here.
empty-handed. We have no songs left.
I was thankful at the beginning, and I'm thankful at the end.
Yeah.
It was very, very awesome. Thank you, CBMIC, for inviting us all and making this happen.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys all so much for coming out and being a great audience.
Very
too.
proud to be part of this.
Once again, a big round of applause for our performers tonight, Mike McKenna Jr., Jenn and Emily Dingwall, and Justin Vallis. Super great to have them folks on board. I will say, none the wiser, but tonight the room was fantastic, and you guys, the audience, have been wonderful. So give yourselves a round of applause for being so kind to the artists. You know, I know it's difficult depending on where you are and what types of venue you're in, but a night like tonight, I think I can speak on behalf of the artists that it means an unspeakable amount to them
So much.
when people listen. And so I'm very grateful that you guys did that.
Thank you.
But yes, as I said, as you guys are unaware, we've had a few little streaming issues. For some reason, the video feed wanted to keep popping out. However, our partners in crime, 902 Advertising Group, who are helping us with the live streaming, were wise enough to record tonight's performance. And so we'll be able to go back and hopefully edit out. It was only the second half where we started seeing some hiccups. So hopefully we'll be able to go back.
I was going
and,
to say, should we start
clean
all
that right
over?
up. Yeah, we could do it all over. But so anyway, thanks to 902. And yes, we can do. We'll get off stream and you can do one more song for the audience. That'd be great. But again, thank you everybody, and thanks to our host tonight, the management and staff of Governor's Pub and Eatery, and the wonderful bartending staff who keep us refreshed with beverages and so on. And of course, thanks to our presenting sponsor tonight, Seaside Communications, and all our sponsors who've come on board to make this event and the previous events and the weeks to come possible for the musicians. And we hope that this is a series that will be able to continue around the island. But we appreciate everybody here tonight. So once again, a big round of applause for our artists tonight. And we'll log offline, and if they're inclined to play you out tonight, they're more than welcome to do that. Thanks again, everybody.
They vote with their feet. You know? No, go ahead.
All right. All right. Jesus. Did I don't think I dropped an F-bomb the entire night on live stream, eh? Yeah? It's not too bad. It's cheeky when it's one. It's cheeky when it's one. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know. Fucky, fuck. Yeah. All right.
I hear the train a coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps dragging on. I hear that lonesome whistle
down to sand and
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him. I hear that lonesome whistle,
I hang my head and cry. I don't think I can keep up with that. Hold on. Well, there's probably rich folk eating out and fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars.
but I know I had it coming. I know I can't be. Them people keep a moving,
And that's who told us.
well, if they free me from that prison, if that railroad train was mine, ooh, I'd probably move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. I chase that lonesome whistle,
I'll chase all my blues away.
Again, you should try out some rock singing sometime. We were on the fence between Gordy and Steve McDougall. So I'm glad that we got to do another one because this was the song I chose if we were going to cover Steve. So Steve's the lead singer for Slow Coaster, if you don't know.
I'm sorry to anybody who doesn't know who Steve from Slow Coaster is.
This is his solo stuff.
What's the name of the album? It's so great.
Spanish Bay?
Spanish Bay. I burned 2 of them out.
Yeah, my CD got hot that I felt like it could start something. I had to pop it out. Okay, I'm going to do it. This intro is the intro.
Spent 3 days not talking, 4 not seeing her at all. Says she hates the winter. It's only barely fall. Met a fortune teller in the park. Throws balls in a cardboard box. With a crazy eye, she said, "Baby, I'm losing you." Everyone is the same, yeah. Everyone is the same, yeah. Everyone is the same. We got 6 billion bodies in just one brain. Yeah. Never believe what the rich man said. 6 billion bodies in just one head. Met a fortune teller in the park. Those balls in a cardboard box. With a lazy eye, she said, "Baby, I'm losing you."
Thanks.
It's one of our favorite songs. We had to throw it in there.
It seriously is one of my favorite songs.
One of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Cheers to Steve. He's not always on the island, so it's nice when he is. I have no idea if he's here right now. Probably not. He's probably with his family.
I think this is the official last song. I believe so, right?
It is.
You guys are welcome to jump in on this too. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm going to finish it off with a song that I played a concert out in Iona at the Frolic and Folk with Jordan Musician and Wayne Badecki the other night. We had a great time, and we tried to think of a song that everybody could play together at the end. And this is what we came up with, so I'm going to throw it out there. It's in G. Feel free to jump in any way you want to. You guys, too, if you know the words. This is a John Prine song made popular by Bonnie Raitt. The song's called Angel from Montgomery. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes! It's like one of my favorite songs.
I am an old woman named after my mother. Old man was another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. So make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. But just give me the one thing that I can hold on to. Leaving this living is just a hard way to go.
There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear it buzzing. I ain't seen nothing since I woke up today. There was another
No matter how hard I try, the years just flow by like a broken down dam. So make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to. Leaving this living is just a hard way to go. Oh, when I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. He ain't much to look at, just a free rambling man. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? So make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to. Leaving this living is just a hard way to go. Leaving this living is just a hard way to go. Justin, Vallis, Rosa, my name is Mike McKenna Jr. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everybody.